Hey everyone, this is Marcy with Magical Maven, and I wanted to give you guys some useful tips and tools on how to work with quartz crystal for intention setting and for programming. We people have been using quartz in a lot of different aspects, in the medical world, in the electronic world, in our watches. It goes all the way back from ancient times that we have used and utilized this beautiful silica mineral that Earth produces. The beautiful thing about quartz is that it is a master mineral, and you can program and set intentions into it and then use that to facilitate in the work that you're trying to convey and do. By carrying the piece around that holds the programmed intention that you have set to it. So this is a Colombian quartz. I find them to be the cleanest, purest quartz I have come across. This one has a rainbow on the outside of it. We got it at the Denver Mineral Show when we were there last year. This material is just absolutely magnificent. There's something so really clean and pure, which also makes it very easy to work with, to program, and to really feel the energy that comes with it. So basically what I like to do when I am beginning to work with a crystal is, before I program it, I first like to give it a moon bath or a sun bath. You can set it on a windowsill that gets the direct light from either the moon or the sun. I personally like all of it. The other thing that you can do is you can energetically wash it by purifying it with selenite, sea salt. You can take a tray and put sea salt down. You can put the crystal on top of it. It will help to get rid of the energetic debris that has been attached to it. You really want your specimen that you are working with completely clean, that there's nothing programmed. These come from the earth. They're so old, and they hold information from lives before us. So when working with them, you really either want to really clean them out and begin scratch, or you can just ask for it to be purified. And then what I like to do is carry it around for a week before I begin to program my own intention into it, and feel what the energy is in it. You can kind of feel what the quality of that sensation is going to be and how it's going to affect and work with you. So the other thing that you can do is you can hand wash it, because quartz is got a very tough exterior, and it will not dissolve very easily when water. So I also like to take some very mild dish soap just to get any of the natural oils that come from our hands off. And especially when they're coming from the shows and people have passed the touch of hand, has nothing to do with the viruses that are going around. It, for me, is just the grime and the energetic debris that gets transferred from everybody. So I like to do a couple of those things. You don't have to do them in any order. What I personally do, and my husband does, when we get them, we bring them home, we give them a physical bath in mild dish soap, just a little bit, just to get the grime off. I like to put them over by all my other crystal friends and allow them to meet, greet, and sit in the moon and the sun bath. And then after that, I begin to carry them around, kind of get to feel these are Earth's friends. And so before you go and put your own story and intention into it, I like to understand this crystal's own unique individual identity. And I know it sounds completely far-fetched and woo-woo, but when you really start working with the crystals, you will definitely be able to notice their vibration. They each have individual and their own unique molecule makeup and story to them, just like us. So you cannot say that one crystal is going to be like every other crystal, even though it looks similar. It's the same with humans. You cannot begin to judge the appearance. You really have to be in its presence and really be a good listener. And with these, they really are just wonderful storytellers. I know, again, it sounds completely wild, but I guarantee you when you start working, especially with quartz, quartz is really easy to work with. And the Colombian quartz is so pure and so clean that it just automatically gives you this, this pure charge. So after you have begun to understand who it is that you've chosen or that's chosen you to set the intention and to begin to work with, I think ritual is really important when setting intention. And so if you have any specific ritual that you like to do to incorporate your intention setting, you can really begin to thank the crystal's energy. You can find the space at the window, which is what I like to do. And then I just hold it to my mind's eye and I begin to pray into or insert into my intentional motive with working with this specific crystal. So let's just say, for shits and giggles, because I don't really want to program this specific crystal, but let's just say that I wanted to use this crystal to really work on expanding my horizon and really asking for the world to become more abundant for me, and really giving me the clarity to begin to see this abundance. So what I would do is I would use the ritual intention of putting the window to my forehead and then begin to set those things that I'm looking to achieve, gain, receive from this energy into the crystal. And then once that's in there, you can set it by ringing bells. You can set it by playing your favorite song by it. You can set it by sleeping with it. You can set it by asking for the quartz to be set and staged for this specific reason. And then from there, just begin to carry it, work with it, use it, sleep with it, put it in your pillow, work with it like it is your new best friend, and you're giving it all the attention. And then on the quiet moments, really use that time to think about the energy that is being put out and the energy that has begun to come back. And I think that you will really begin to notice. How do I know it's effective? Because we use it in our computers for memory. We use it in our watches for time. We use it in lasers for the medical and for the electronic community. We use so much with quartz. I don't even think that you are using your keen awareness to know how much we use this silica mineral in our everyday life for programming. This is just in its raw form, not ground down, not liquefied. And this is in its pure state that you can use for your greater good in your everyday life. If you don't believe me, try it. Do it for yourself. You know, really begin to experiment. If this is something that you question the scientific, Google research. They're in half of the products that you walk around with, the devices. Use silica, use quartz crystal for computer programming, for programming. So why not use it for your mind, body, and spirit intentional setting, for yourself. There's no middleman here. It's you, source, and the crystal. So these are just a couple of the tips that you can use in helping yourself activate some beautiful attributes that you have that you probably were unaware of having. If you have any questions, you can email, you can write. I love to hear other people's thoughts and opinions on this. Quartz crystal, they are beautiful. You can find them in the metaphysical shops. You can find them at your local shows. You can order them online. Again, before you begin to work with them, you need to energetically and physically clean the quartz. You can set it with your own intention after you've done that, and you can begin to receive and to put out all these different degrees of energy that you never thought you could utilize before. So I don't know. I think they're great. I think they're wonderful. I use them all the time. I think they're great with meditation, especially when you're looking to use them for intention setting. And I hope that this video was informative and useful for you in your everyday life. I am super excited about the mineral kingdom, Mother Nature's beautiful gems that are just something that we should not dismiss, and that we should maybe take a better look at for our own individual mind, body, spirit healing, and when working with them. So I wish you all just a beautiful, beautiful day. I hope that the energy of this season is becoming a little bit easier for everyone to cope and digest. And I just wish everybody true health, happiness, love, and universal abundance. Have a great day.